All right, so you sent us this HeyGen event recording, and you mentioned that you're interested in AI and content creation.
Yes.
And I have to say, this visionary voices thing,
Yeah.
it's like a gold mine.
It is.
You were right to flag this for a deep dive.
It's such a fascinating moment, right?
Yeah.
We're watching AI avatars kind of graduate from this novelty thing into the hands of actual creators.
Exactly.
Well,
It's not just about the tech itself anymore.
yeah.
It's how people like you are actually using these tools.
Yeah. And the event itself was really cool. It
Yeah.
was held in LA, and you had like this mix of
Oh, cool.
creative types, tech people, early adopters,
I see.
all buzzing about AI avatars.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe.
So HeyGen CEO Joshua Shu,
Yeah.
he kicked things off, and you can just tell from his opening remarks that he's got this vision.
Absolutely.
He wants to make visual storytelling accessible
I love that idea.
to everybody.
Yeah, you don't need a Hollywood budget or a film crew to make something compelling.
Exactly. And then Adam Halper, who's the product lead at HeyGen, he unveiled some upcoming features
Oh, cool.
that are going to make things even easier.
Easier and more realistic.
Yeah, more realistic and more efficient.
Efficient.
Like imagine adding product placements right into your videos
Oh, wow.
with avatars, or
That
having a
would be-
library of community-created avatars.
That's huge for accessibility.
Yeah, to choose from.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Yeah, the one that really got me was the background sound effects.
Oh, tell me about that.
Automatic ambient sound.
Okay.
Like one click, and it just adds realistic background noise.
So efficient.
That's a total game changer for creators like you who are all about saving time and streamlining their workflow.
But the highlight of this event,
Oh, yeah.
at least for our deep dive, is Jay Richardson.
For sure.
He's created over 1,000 avatars with HeyGen.
Wow.
He's not just playing around.
Yeah, he's not dabbling.
He's living and breathing this stuff.
He's all in.
He's the founder of Live Travel and Ask Me AI.
That's right.
He's using AI to create experiences, particularly in the travel space.
Travel content. I think it's a perfect case study for you, given your interest in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And his presentation.
Yes.
It was full of insights you won't find anywhere else.
Oh, I bet.
Like he talks about realizing early on that these avatars could actually help creators who are struggling with burnout.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a real problem.
And that pressure to just constantly churn out content.
Keep up with the algorithms and everything.
Yeah. Richardson saw AI as a way to empower creators.
Not to replace them.
Not to replace them. That's a big point.
Yeah, he made that clear.
He's very clear about that.
Yeah.
He's not trying to fool anyone with these avatars. He's not trying to make deep fakes. He's using them very intentionally for specific projects. That makes you think, where do you draw the line, right?
Oh, that's a good question.
What feels authentic?
Yes, what feels ethical to you?
Something to ponder as you explore this technology.
Totally. But before we get too philosophical, let's look at some of the cool things he's actually doing.
Yeah, like what?
He's got this multilingual avatar.
Really?
I was blown away.
Okay.
It delivers a message in perfect Spanish.
No way.
And he doesn't even speak Spanish.
That's incredible.
Think about the possibilities for global communication.
Oh my gosh, you could connect with anyone.
Yeah.
Break down those language barriers.
Exactly. He's also got this drone avatar.
Oh, cool.
That captures these stunning aerial shots.
Wow.
And he's even found a way to repurpose old content. Like he's adding new messages to videos that he shot years ago.
But that's efficient.
I know.
I like that.
And then there's this really heartwarming story about an avatar he created for a pregnant mother. So she could leave a message for her unborn child. It's those unexpected applications that really highlight the human side of this.
Totally.
He even showed this early avatar he made for influencer Anna Cherie.
Oh, yeah. She has millions of followers.
Millions of followers.
You've seen her stuff.
And even though the technology was less advanced back then, the avatar holds up surprisingly well.
It makes you wonder how many AI avatars are we already seeing without even realizing it.
That's a good point. And as this technology keeps evolving, we're likely to see even more realistic and sophisticated avatars.
Which is why Richardson's tips are so valuable.
Yeah.
He's learned so much from creating over 1,000 of these.
Yeah.
And he's really generous about sharing that knowledge.
Like what?
Like he talks about lighting, how important natural light is.
Oh, yeah, for skin tones?
For realistic skin tones and minimizing shadows.
And he says to pay attention to those hand movements And the blinking.
Because too much movement can make it look unnatural.
Like jerky or something.
Exactly. Those little details matter.
I noticed that he also recommends using 11 Labs Pro.
Oh, yeah, for the voice cloning?
Yeah, for high-quality voice cloning.
That's the gold standard, apparently.
And then you can integrate that with HeyGen to create
a perfect match.
A perfect match.
I love that.
Yeah, and he also emphasizes adding that ambient sound.
Right. It just adds another layer.
It does. Right? It makes the viewer feel like
they're right there in the scene.
They're right there with the avatar. Like you're there.
Exactly.
So it seems like Richardson really believes that AI is going to free up creators to focus
on what matters.
To focus more on their creativity. And less on those tedious technical tasks.
Yeah, all that time-consuming stuff.
Right. So he envisions a future where creators are coming up with ideas, and then AI is handling a lot of that production work.
So they can focus on the art.
Yeah, think about how that could impact
it's huge.
Your own workflows and open up new possibilities.
It's exciting, but it also brings up questions.
Oh, yeah, like what?
About the economics of all this. During the Q&A, someone asked about talent compensation.
Of course.
In this new age of AI avatars.
Oh, that's a great question.
And both Richardson and Zhu admitted it's a tricky issue.
I bet.
They see it as a case-by-case thing.
Yeah.
Where negotiation is key.
Right.
And they're exploring marketplace models where creators could license their avatars for specific uses.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what are your initial thoughts on those economic implications?
That's a good question.
What resonates most with you?
Yeah, it's a big shift, right?
Yeah.
From like one-time creation to these scalable digital assets. It really changes the game.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We're already seeing this play out with like AI-generated music and stuff.
Exactly.
How do you compensate artists fairly when their work can be replicated infinitely?
Right. How do you put a value on someone's voice or their likeness when it's being used in an AI avatar? Maybe we'll see some hybrid models.
Yeah.
A mix of traditional royalties with some kind of usage-based licensing.
Imagine an actor's digital likeness.
Yeah.
Earning them royalties every time their avatar is in an ad.
That's a game changer.
Especially for actors who are starting out.
Yeah, totally. It could create a whole new market for digital talent agencies.
What?
Agencies that represent and manage the rights to AI avatars.
That's a whole new industry.
It really is.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's still figuring out the rules.
Sure.
But it's a conversation we all need to be a part of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially as AI becomes more and more integrated into our lives. And, this event wasn't just about the practical stuff.
Right.
Richardson also talked about the ethical side of things. He brought up the possibility of these avatars being used for, like, deception or manipulation.
Right. He stressed the need for transparency.
And responsible use.
Exactly. Letting the audience know when they're seeing an avatar.
Yeah.
That's key.
It's a good reminder that even though these avatars are digital, they can still have a real impact.
On people's lives.
Yeah, on people.
Yeah.
Thinking about your interest in education.
Yeah.
I wonder if AI avatars could be used to create more engaging learning experiences.
That's so interesting.
Like personalized learning.
Richardson actually talked about that in the Q&A.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, someone asked about using avatars as virtual tutors.
Wow, so they would give you guidance and feedback and support.
Personalized support.
Imagine an AI tutor that can answer your questions and explain complex concepts.
Yeah, and tailored to your specific needs.
In a way that makes sense to you.
Your learning style.
Yeah.
Or think about immersive simulations.
Oh, yeah.
Where you could experience historical events or science experiments firsthand. It could change everything.
It could.
About how we learn.
Yeah, but there are challenges too, right?
Of course, like accessibility.
Yeah, making sure everyone can access.
For everyone, regardless of background or ability.
And Dad, we have to be careful about bias in the algorithms, right?
Yeah, you don't want these avatars to perpetuate harmful stereotypes.
You need to make sure they represent the diversity of human experience.
It's a complex issue.
It is. It seems like we still have a lot of questions.
We do, but one thing that stood out to me was the emphasis on community.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
People are excited to connect with others who are exploring this technology to share experiences and learn from each other.
Richardson really stressed
he did
collaboration and that kind of shared learning.
He actually encouraged people to reach out with him or to HeyGen directly with questions.
Well, he wants to help people get started.
That's amazing. It seems like he's not just building a company.
It's a movement.
He's building a movement.
He's a true believer.
Yeah, he sees this as a collective journey.
It is.
And he's inviting everyone to come along.
That's what makes this so exciting, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the tech. It's the people.
The people using it.
Using it to create something new and meaningful.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's really inspiring.
Yeah.
Technology is just a tool, right?
It is.
It's up to us how we use it,
Cool.
what kind of future we build.
And these events are a great way to bring people together.
Yeah, to have these conversations,
Yeah.
to share perspectives.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
what stands out to you as the most surprising or thought-provoking?
I think for me, it's Jay Richardson's journey.
Yeah.
His belief that AI is not about replacing us,
Yeah.
but empowering us.
Mm-hmm.
He's using AI to create something unique and valuable.
I agree. And he's pushing the boundaries. But he's doing it thoughtfully.
Yeah, ethically.
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 Well, what about you?
What stood out to you?
What was the most surprising part of this for you?
So Richardson mentioned a tool called 11 Labs Pro.
Yeah. For voice cloning.
Have you ever used that?
I haven't used it personally, but I've been
Okay.
keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
It seems like it's the best out there
For making...
for ultra-realistic voice clones.
Yeah, those realistic voice clones.
Richardson says it's the key to his avatars.
So it uses AI to analyze a voice, and then it...
And it picks up on all those little nuances.
Yeah.
Like the breathing and the inflections.
But all the little things
Even the tiny pauses.
that make a voice unique.
Yeah, that make it sound human.
And he was saying you can even...
Oh, and it gets even crazier.
What?
You can create different emotional versions of the same voice.
Okay.
So you could have a recording of someone
Yeah.
speaking in a neutral tone
Right.
and then use 11 Labs Pro to make them sound
wow.
happy or sad or angry, all from that one original recording.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It gives creators so much control.
So much flexibility.
I wonder how that's going to impact
It makes you wonder...
voice actors.
Yeah, what's going to happen to voice actors?
Yeah, will we even need human voice actors?
If the AI is that good.
If AI can do it just as well.
Especially if you're thinking about a career in that area.
It's fascinating, but also a little
Yeah, it's a bit unnerving.
unsettling.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some kind of hybrid model.
Maybe a collaboration.
Yeah, where human actors
Yeah, they do the core performance.
provide the foundation.
And then AI is used to enhance it.
Right, or to modify it in different ways.
Yeah.
Like imagine using motion capture
Oh, yeah.
to record an actor's performance
Capture all the movements.
and then use AI to adjust their facial expressions
Or their voice.
or their voice to match different scenes.
Yeah. Or even different languages.
That would open up so many possibilities.
International collaborations.
It would make things so much more efficient.
It would streamline everything.
But we can't forget about the ethical side of this.
Right. All those possibilities come with responsibilities.
Richardson talked about transparency.
Yeah, being upfront with viewers.
Letting people know
that they're seeing an AI.
when an AI avatar is being used
It's about honesty and trust.
and that sense of responsibility.
Right. It's not just a cool toy.
Yeah,
It's a powerful tool
that could be misused.
for deception or manipulation.
We have to be aware of that.
Especially as AI becomes more powerful.
Yeah, and more common.
Yeah.
We need guidelines.
Right? Some kind of ethical framework.
Yeah, best practices for using this technology.
So this deep dive has given you a lot to think about,
A lot to ponder.
especially in terms of travel and education.
Yeah, two areas I'm really passionate about.
It seems like this technology
It has the power to transform things.
could really change how we create,
Yeah,
how we communicate, how we learn.
it's exciting and a little scary.
As you continue to explore this,
What will you take with you?
what resonated with me the most is that these avatars aren't just about the tech.
Right.
It's about the human stories.
Yeah.
The connections we can make.
A possibility.
It's about expanding our potential.
I love that takeaway. And Richardson himself,
He's inspiring.
he's so inspiring.
His journey, his commitment to ethics, his willingness to share.
Yeah, he's a true visionary.
He's a pioneer.
Yeah. What stood out to you as the most surprising or thought-provoking insight from this deep dive? We'd love to hear your reflections as you continue to explore this new frontier.
What surprised me most was the sheer variety of applications for AI avatars, from marketing and advertising to education and even personal storytelling. And that's just the beginning. I can't wait to see what people come up with next. It's a whole new world of creative possibilities.